Can you actually start day trading with just $10? The answer is yes, and I'm going to show you how. But, and this is a big but, I'm not going to tell you that trading with $10 is going to make you rich. What I'm going to show you is exactly how to use it the right way so that by the time you have more capital, you actually know what you're doing. So at the end of this video, you'll have a full A to Z roadmap broken down super simply. Anyone at any stage in their trading career can benefit from something in this video. So let's get into it. So what exactly is day trading? To put it simply, day trading is the act of buying and selling a financial asset within the same trading day. That's it. You're not holding a stock for months hoping it goes up, nor are you investing for retirement. You are in and out sometimes within minutes. The goal is to catch short-term price moves. Prices are always moving, up, down, sideways, and as a day trader, you're trying to react to that movement and make money from it. Now, the markets you can trade are wide. You've got stocks, forex, which is currency pairs like euro against the US dollar, crypto like Bitcoin and Ethereum, commodities like gold and oil, and even more. For a beginner with a small account, I'd focus on crypto or forex first because they're accessible, they move a lot, and the entry requirements are low. However, the strategy I'm going to show you later on works in all four markets. Okay, so let me walk you through a basic example so this clicks. Imagine Bitcoin is trading at $60,000. You look at the chart and based on your analysis, you think it's going to go up within the next hour. So you buy one Bitcoin and an hour later, Bitcoin has moved from $60,000 all the way up to $60,300. A $300 move. You sell, that's your profit. Now obviously that's simplified, but that's the core of what's happening every single trade. You're entering the market, you're setting a target, and then you're exiting. The difference between a random gambler and a day trader is the reason behind the trade. A gambler guesses. A trader has a rule-based system, and that's exactly what we're building for you today. Now that you know what day trading is, let me show you what you actually need to have in place before you place a single trade, because skipping this step is why most beginner traders lose money right away. So what do you need before you place a trade? As a beginner, you may hesitate to open an account and start trading, not because trading is extremely difficult or impossible. You hesitate because of a lack of knowledge. In almost 10 years of trading, I noticed most beginners fail because they have too many inputs and no clear rules. So here's what you actually need. It's just 3 things. The first thing you need is one market to focus on. Pick one market. Don't jump between Bitcoin, Ethereum, USD versus JPY, gold and oil all in the same week. That's what's causing your confusion. When you start, pick one market and stick with it. Each asset has its own rhythm. Bitcoin is fast and volatile, Euro USD is more mechanical, and gold tends to form trends. For most beginners, I'd go with Bitcoin or Euro USD. Both move enough to find setups daily and have plenty of resources behind them. Secondly, you need one simple setup. A setup is basically a specific set of conditions you need to see on a chart before you consider entering a trade. You want to keep this simple, trust me. This is because if your setup has too many rules, you will always find a reason to take a trade, or on the flip side, you'll always find a reason not to take a trade. But in a few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the exact setup I'd use, and most importantly, the results are there with this strategy. So stick around. The last thing you need is clear rules for your entry and exit. Before you ever click a single button, you need to answer these 3 questions. Where am I getting in? Where am I getting out if I'm wrong? Where am I getting out if I'm right? Your stop loss here isn't optional. It's a non-negotiable part of every single trade. When you're trading with $10, a bad stop loss can set you back significantly in terms of percentage. So you need to protect your account, and your take profit needs to make sense relative to your stop loss. The minimum I'd ever go is a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, meaning if I risk $1 on a trade, I need to be targeting at least $2 in profit. That way, even if I'm right only half of the time, I still come out ahead. But don't worry, all of this would make more sense when I show you the live examples later on. And a structured approach with one market, one setup, clear entry and exit rules is what gives you a foundation that actually works. But I must say, I actually lied about something. There's actually a 4th thing that you need before you start trading. So remember, the goal at the start of this video was to start trading with $10. The problem is that not every broker allows you to do this. However, I have found the solution to this, and I'll tell you why this platform is one of the best starting points for beginners right now. So here's the problem many beginners run into. They're ready to start. They have a small amount saved up and then they go looking for a broker. And suddenly they're seeing minimum deposits of $500 plus. In my opinion, this barrier is simply too high for someone who is still in the learning phase. So when I'm thinking about a beginner starting with just $10, this is the broker I'd point them to. Exness is a globally recognized Forex and CFD broker that's been around since 2008. Comment down below what age you were in 2008. They are regulated across multiple jurisdictions and they're known for fast execution, tight spreads, and most importantly for us, a very low barrier to entry. Their standard account lists a minimum deposit of just, you guessed it, $10. The best part is that is not even a promotional offer. That's just how they operate. They want the markets to be accessible to traders at every level. And that starts with letting you open an account with what most people would spend on a burger for lunch. With a standard account, you get access to Forex pairs, gold, and crypto. You can also apply the strategy we're about to cover across all of them. Spreads are floating, which is completely normal for this account, and you'll be using either MetaTrader 4 or 5, which is the industry standard. Charts, indicators, order management, everything you need right out of the box. There would be a link at the top of the description to register. I highly recommend you check it out. Click the link down below and register. For those of you living outside of the regions that Exness operates, there will be an alternative link as well. I'm not even sponsored by any of these companies. I just want you to have the best tools to start. But some of you may feel unready to start with actual money. The cool thing is Exness also has a demo feature that you can use, but there is also a hidden danger with demo trading that nobody wants to admit. See, the thing is, you can be consistently profitable on demo and still blow a real account in 1 week, because demo doesn't teach you how you would react under pressure. Real money does this. Even just $10. $10 will expose habits you didn't even know you had. Exness keeps the barrier to entry as low as possible so that the lessons cost you nothing, but it teaches you everything you need to know. So if you're ready to take this seriously, the link to Exness, as I said, will be at the top of the description below. It's free to sign up and you can achieve the goal of starting with as little as $10. Alright, so now you've got your account. Now here's the part you've been waiting for. I'm going to walk you through the exact strategy I'd use on that $10 account, step by step with real chart examples on crypto, Forex, and gold. But first I want to answer this question. Why does this strategy work for beginners? I want to start by telling you why I chose this specific strategy for this video. To be honest, there are hundreds of trading strategies out there, and honestly, most of them are perfectly valid, but they have a problem for beginners. They require you to make judgment calls on whether the signal is strong or weak, or whether the market conditions are right. The strategy I'm about to show you is different. It's rule-based. That means there's a clear checklist, and either the conditions are met or they're not. There's no guessing. There's no gray area. You either take the trade or you don't. This clarity is exactly what beginners need. And here's what makes this even better. This strategy doesn't require a single indicator. No RSI, no MACD, no moving averages. All you need is a candle. One specific candle though. Let me show you. So the whole strategy revolves around a simple 3-step checklist. First, open any chart. For this demo, I'm using Bitcoin. Set the time frame to 4 hours. Each candle on this chart represents 4 hours of price action. Now here's the important step that a lot of people miss. Go to the time zone setting at the bottom right of your screen and set it to New York time. This is critical. We want the first 4-hour candle to be anchored to the New York time specifically, because that's where most of the volume and institutional activity happens in the market. Once you've done that, find today's date on the chart. The first 4-hour candle that formed today, that's your range. Take the high of that candle and draw a horizontal line. Take the low and draw another horizontal line. Extend both lines to the right all the way to the end of the trading day. That's your 4-hour range. One more thing, make sure that the candle has fully closed before you mark the range. If it's still forming, wait and then draw the range. Secondly, drop down to the 5-minute time frame. Your range lines should still be visible. If not, make sure you drew them with extend right turned on. On this lower time frame, we're watching for a very specific sequence to play out. Here's what we need to see. A candle needs to close outside the range, not just a wick. The candle body needs to close fully outside the range, either above the high or below the range low. Wicks do not count. If only the wick breaks out, that's not a valid setup. You need to wait. Price then has to close back inside the range. After the breakout, we wait for price to come back inside. Again, it has to be a full candle close, not just a dip. The candle has to close back between the two range lines. This two-step sequence is our signal. It tells you that the breakout was a fake move, and that's a high probability signal that price is going to move in the opposite direction. All of this has to happen within the same trading day as the 4-hour range you marked. You're not carrying setups from one day to the next. Step 3, final step. Now we enter. If price broke out above the range high and then came back inside, that's a short entry. And if price broke out below the range low and came back inside, that's a long entry. You're buying. Your stop loss goes at the extreme of the breakout move. If the breakout was above the range, your stop loss goes at the highest point price reached during that move. If it was a breakout below, your stop loss goes at the lowest point. There is, however, an exception to this rule, but we'll cover that in the live example. It's very simple though. Finally, always set your take profit to a minimum of 2 times your stop loss distance. So if your stop is $10 away, your target needs to at least be $20 away. This gives you that 2-to-1 ratio, which means even if you're right only half of the time, you still make money over time. Okay, now let's look at some live examples. So here we are on the Bitcoin 5-minute chart. The 4-hour range is already marked. Those 2 horizontal lines you can see on screen. Price came down and broke below the range low. The candle closed below. That's event 1. Then price came back up and closed inside the range again. That's event 2. Our sequence is complete. Because price broke below and came back in, that's a long signal. We enter long, stop loss at the low of the breakout and take profit at 2 times the stop loss distance. And right there, price moved up and hit our take profit. That's a 2R win. 2 times our risk back in our pocket. Now let's look at a case where you might be tempted to jump in too early, and this is why patience matters. Price dropped down toward the range low. There's a wick that pushed below. Tempting, right? But look at the candle body. It didn't close below the range. Only the wick touched. That setup is not valid. You do not enter. But shortly after, another candle forms, and this time it closes fully below the range low. Now we have a valid breakout. Then we wait. Price comes back up and closes inside the range. Setup confirmed. We go long. Stop loss at the low of the breakout, take profit at 2 times the stop, and price hit the target. Another 2R win. Now let's see the same strategy applied to the Forex market. Specifically on Euro USD, the process is identical. Price pushed above the range high and closed above it, then it came back inside. That's our short signal. Stop at the high, take profit at 2R. This one hit the stop loss, 1R loss. To be honest, this will happen sometimes. No strategy wins 100% of the time. Shortly after, price gave another short setup on the same day, same sequence, close above the range, then close back inside, stop at the high, take profit at 2R. This time price hit the take profit, 2R gain. New day, new range, price gave a long setup and hit the take profit. Finally, let's look at gold. Price broke below the range low, but the breakout was quite large. So this is a case with the exception I mentioned earlier. When the breakout is too big, we don't use the exact low as the stop. We find the nearest key level. In this case, there was a support zone that we could have used as our stop. So our stop loss goes there. Take profit remains at 2R as always. Price moved up and hit our target. 2R win. Price broke above the range high and came back in. Short setup, stop at the high, take profit at 2R. This one hit the stop, 1R loss. Price traded above the range for a while before closing back inside. Short setup, but again, large breakout. We used the nearest resistance level as our stop instead of the exact high. Take profit at 2R, price hit the target. Now, if I was starting with a $10 account, here's the routine I'd follow every single day. Step 1. Open the 4-hour chart on our chosen market, set it to New York time, and wait for the first 4-hour candle to close fully. Step 2. Once it closes, mark the high and the low, draw my 2 lines, that's my range for the day. Step 3. Switch to the 5-minute chart. Watch for the sequence, breakout close, then re-entry close. If this happens, execute the trade with my stop loss and take profit already planned. Step 4. After the trade is done, win or lose, write it down in a trading journal. What was the setup? Did I follow the rules? What was the result? This is how you actually improve. That'll be my whole routine. Maybe an hour and a half of screen time if you're watching the market actively. But the beautiful thing is, once you've set the entry and orders, you don't have to babysit. The stop loss and take profit do most of the work from there. Some of you might still think that $10 is too little to start with, but here's my benchmark. Before you add more money to your account, you need to prove to yourself that you can follow this system consistently. I'd say take at least 10 trades using this strategy on your demo or small live account. Track every single trade. If you see more wins than losses, a positive R value, then you've earned the right to scale up. If your results are widely different, that's also important information. It might mean you're not following one of these rules consistently, or there's a market condition that you need to learn more about. Either way, more capital is not the answer until the process is solid. And this is exactly where most traders stop growing. They keep adding money, hoping it changes their results, never realizing that the real problem is sitting somewhere else entirely. The top 1% of traders figured this out early, and it's not what most people expect. It's not some secret indicator or some special strategy. It's something much more simpler than that, and honestly, something most traders would never think to work on. Click this video on screen now because I'm going to show you exactly what separates them from everyone else.